Oh, boys, we're back. We've got a special guest. What?
We are with Bobby.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
Long time, no pod for this one.
Bob's in the house.
A resident Palace fan.
Yeah, shit. Welcome
Benny.
back to Draft Boyz, FPL Draft Podcast. As always, joined by Hito and myself, Whitey. We're missing Miles this week. We got a special guest. It's Bobby Bance.
Thanks, boys. It's been a year.
It's
pretty
been a
much
year.
to this day.
There you
Since
go.
I covered
Dude.
Miles.
So if you're
Always
wondering-
covering Miles.
Yeah, wondering when
Always
Miles takes
covering
his
Miles.
holidays.
I know.
It's very consistent with his holidays.
He is
Yeah.
very consistent. Always on this
Comes
time
back
of
from
year.
Christmas. He's like, fuck, I can't do anymore. I need to
Yeah.
go on holidays.
He's like, he doesn't
It's
like to
March.
start March at work. He
No.
likes to be on holiday. He's like, I
Yeah.
just can't do the beginning of
rule.
March.
Nah, he looks at that 28-week month, 28-day
yeah.
month that is Feb, and is like, oh, that's a bit too much.
yeah. There's some extra days there. I'll just take a holiday.
Fuck it.
Yeah, well, welcome back, dude. It's good to see you.
Great to be back.
Yeah, it's actually been a long time since we've physically seen you as well. We haven't seen you because of COVID and various other
Whatnot.
things. But Bobby is a member of our fantasy league, a cherished member. One of the original few that was involved with our league. And he's a passionate Palace fan.
Very passionate.
Yep, used to be a Chelsea fan while they're in the top, the top tier.
As what is it, 8 years now we've been up?
Yeah, 8
So
years.
9
I know.
years ago, I was
But that was
Chelsea.
when you joined the league. Because
Yeah.
I remember the year that you joined our fantasy league, Crystal Palace came up.
Yeah.
But long time ago.
Long time, mate.
That is a long time ago.
Is
I know.
Vanna Sydney's Crystal Palace's lucky charm? You
Maybe.
never know.
It might be if they go
so
down.
long,
it
so
ends.
so long as I'm playing fantasy football.
Palace
stays up.
Yeah,
Maybe,
it must be, dude. It
Maybe
must be.
it's
You
one
can't
way to
go
keep
wrong
our
with that.
numbers up.
Yeah.
over the years.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, Bobby, it'll be interesting to talk to you today because you have been the topic of some of our discussions over this year. Miles has been talking about some trades he's done with you, which we'll be interested to talk about in a bit.
Bob's obviously doesn't listen to the pod because Harry wouldn't have come on. He'd heard
Yeah,
what we've
look,
been saying.
he got slandered a bit early, but now it's turning around.
I forget the first trade we did. What did we do?
Oh, that was the bad.
That was Sterling,
That was a good trade.
no, there was one earlier.
Chilwell, and Sterling, wasn't it?
yeah.
No. That was the latest one, which I'm ahead
Yeah.
because I stacked.
Well, your
midfield.
latest one's the Diaz pickup, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was I
Yeah.
traded. All right, we going to get into this now, boys, on the trade, or what are we going to do?
Nah, okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk the trade.
Very
Let's
quick.
talk the trade.
Let's
So-
talk the trade.
Let's have like my mids, right? Are stacked, right? And I could have picked Diaz up,
Give us your mids. Just tell us who your mids are.
Mane, Gallagher, Bowen, Coutinho, Luis Diaz.
Fuck.
Right, and
Whenever
I
I
had-
hear that, I'm like,
Strong.
damn it.
So Sterling was that guy. So then I've got nothing in defense, right? Shot to bits.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm going to pick up Creswell, which, the guy nearly
From Miles.
from Miles, trade for Sterling,
Mm-hmm.
and
You can bring Diaz in.
bring Diaz in.
Yeah, I
and
like
since,
that.
And since it's been golden,
Yeah, because you've gone for that tactic of having the same position,
the cover.
the cover. I like that. Like, it's actually, it's definitely kind of becoming a tactic I would think
Yeah.
of using because I haven't really done it before. And I feel like, was it this year was the first year people kind of started doing that?
For us?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely more so this year. But I think it's just teams in the league have fleshed out more of their squads to actually
Yeah.
have them more, we've always had pep roulette, but
Yeah.
back with Chile coming in was very clear.
Well, that was a good one, Chile Alonso. And then I tried to do the other side of it, fucking Reece James, Aspilicueta.
Yeah.
That fucking failed. Maybe not the best selection.
Is
Reece James has
Azzy
been
on
fine.
the way out?
Honestly, he's been injured off and on, but I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, maybe we'll talk about that in a bit when we talk about Chelsea. Do you guys want to talk about how you're doing this week and your points?
Yeah. Well, Bobs, we normally go lower score first.
Oh,
So
God.
you can kick us off.
Done. So
Shots
just
fired.
for all the regular listeners out there,
Yeah.
96 points the week before. Just
Okay.
saying.
Okay, mate. Let's see how much it evened out. Tell us.
12. But
Ooh,
I've
yes.
got
Got a few to come on.
yeah, look,
What's on
I'm
your
pretty
bench?
I'm pretty heavy Liverpool. So I've got 3 Liverpool players and so
Oh,
I just knew
yeah.
that my team I didn't need to change anything.
You weren't going to have a big week this week.
So But Creswell Dignay coming on. Got another, how good's my mass? 13 points coming on. So not a great week.
So you'd be like, 25.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, as someone who you've recently surpassed on the board,
Vardy.
I'm pretty happy about that, dude. Vardy's not coming on.
I don't think so.
Not yet.
No.
Well, I picked up Daka this week, so I'm really hoping it doesn't
Your
start.
fingers crossed.
All right, are you doing better than me?
No, mate, you're killing it this week. So
Oh yeah, baby.
I'll cover myself. I've got 37 points so far.
Oh, I love that.
One
for you.
player to play in Pope. Not too many points around the team. Really heavily driven by Livramento, 8 points from Southampton. Kuleveski from Tottenham, 8 points, and Watkins with 5.
Oh, I'm so pissed you got Kuleveski. That's because I missed the fucking waiver.
Happy with that pickup.
But, I did good things too.
Is that
mate.
the ginger sweet?
Jesus Christ. I made some moves this week,
Mate,
boys.
and you listen, I feel like you copied my waiver list, did you? Have a
No,
look at my backup pickups.
I just looked at,
No.
I looked at a bunch of people missed. But I also, I did a lot of work this week for a change and actually decided to have a look at what I could do. Anyway, I got on 50 points this week. It's pretty well spread. I mean, my highest scorer was Mings on 11, which was like, I was about to fucking drop him.
Yeah.
I was like, he's done fucking nothing. And then I just got to a point where I'm like, I've been looking at this too long. They actually got decent fixtures, so I'll just keep him for
Assistant cleanie.
Yeah. And then he gets an assistant cleaning, 11
Yeah.
points. I'm like, fuck you. Now I've got to keep you, bastard. Anyway,
Don't
but
you hate that?
yeah, I know.
When the players just die for like 5 weeks and then they do something good and you're like, oh, I've got to hold you now.
Yeah.
Fucking bastard.
Or you've dropped in a week before. and you're like,
Yeah, that's even worse.
But yeah, I picked up Bednarek. He got 6 points. I got picked up Willock. He got 8 points. And Sonny got 9. Foden got 7. It was all over the place here. I've still got Daka and Weghorst to have another game.
Still holding on to those double zeros from Reguilon and Sanchez.
Yeah, I
What's
know.
going on there, mate?
Loving that Tottenham defense.
Well, dude, the Reguilon thing, he's been solid for a lot of the season, but then he was injured. And then I was kind of expecting him to come back this game. And I just wasn't really sure what was going on with Sanchez because I think he was injured. And now I believe he's out of favor. So, I'm dropping Sanchez next week. I can't stand to have fucking 4 defenders not playing, which is pretty much what happened. But anyway, enough about my points. Let's move on to what is our favorite segment?
Snack chat.
Snack chat.
Let's do it.
And Hito is on Snack Chat this week. We thought we'd give Bobby a little bit of, special treatment because sometimes we get the guest to bring on drinks. But this week we wanted to surprise him. Oh, what do we got?
So, in honor of Pride Week,
Oh, wow. Hito
we've got
theme.
Loud and Proud alcoholic seltzer.
Love it,
Watermelon,
seltzer.
lime,
Love
and
it,
mint.
seltzer.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Sorry.
Another fucking seltzer. Just don't let that thing explode on my laptop. So-
Love seltzer.
So we were here, I don't know when it was. Hito bought some bargain bin seltzers and it fucking explodes during the pod and sprays everywhere. We had to cut the
It
pod.
went everywhere.
So just watch it because he's probably been in the bargain bin again.
Deep diving on
I
the
feel like they're
bargain
going to
bin,
be real sweet. You can smell it already.
Chin in the bargain bin.
Sweeter the better, dude.
Well, I don't know. Isn't it meant to be like
Are
low sugar?
seltzers healthy? Like that's
Mm.
like I feel
Lower
like I feel
carbs.
really
Lower
healthy
carbs.
when I drink them because they don't taste good. They mustn't be. Okay.
Give us a taste test.
Oh, well,
What do they taste like?
Oh god, I've got so much liquid.
Yeah,
Cheers,
just-
boys.
Chin chin. Just watermelon and mint, kind of with fizz.
All right.
Watermelon, mint, and fizz.
What do you rate it out
Ooh.
of 10? We do appreciate the point, the decimal.
Oh god, I stand by my feelings on this beverage.
Oh, God, that's weird.
It's to be
Ugh.
honest, you get a lot of that watermelon, lime, and mint at the front palate. It just hits you.
And then what's the backup taste?
And the backup is like garbage.
It's the lime, eh? It's the follow-up
Garbage.
lime. I don't think they've
Oh,
got the order
I thought
right.
it'd be
You should
sweeter
go with
than-
watermelon, mint, and lime.
Yeah.
Because those are the first two you hit.
I thought it'd be
Yeah, I
sweeter.
agree.
When I pulled out, I could smell the sweetness like a cider. But
I know. That's the thing with seltzers. They're a lie. They smell like something yummy, and then you taste them, and you're like, well, there's a reason that they're healthier.
Look.
Oh, my God. You've backed it up well.
cheese and onion Smith's chips.
All time.
Amazing.
All time.
This is pure classic.
Cheese and onion. God damn.
Classic snack attack for a classic man in Bobby Watts.
Well, I can rate this without even taking a bite, but I will take a bite.
Do you like my strategic placement
Oh,
of 2
that's
bowls of
fine.
chips either side?
He's got 2 bowls here. He's prepared. I'm going to give the seltzer a 4.2
Out of what?
10.
10.
Yeah, that's generous.
I agree, dude. I agree. Yeah, you should have learnt your lesson last time, Thomas.
Yeah, I know.
And the cheese and onion, you've really backed that up. 9.2.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Bob's, any ratings?
Salsa, 3.8.
Yes. Okay, we're in the same ballpark.
Yeah, but
I like
0.4 is a bit in this game.
it. Yeah.
And I love these chips, so I'm going 8.5.
Yeah, baby.
Love it.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, so just for any new listeners, because I know there's a bunch, what we do on this podcast is we preview the next game week, but we also go back and kind of review how each team did in the previous game week. And then we'll kind of highlight any players that we like throughout, and we might predict a few score lines for the next game week. And yeah, we usually put a little bet on that. So maybe Bobby can get involved in our multi this week, which is going to be an extra risky large multi this week with all the doubles.
I know, we didn't do great last week.
Oh, really?
It's like 4.
We got 4 right?
Yeah.
Oh,
What did you lay on?
Not amazing.
10 leg?
I think we put 5 in each, don't we?
Yeah, I'm not sure actually. Miles handles it for us.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He's our gambling guru.
I owe him a
Just
fair
make sure
bit
you
of
see
money.
the receipt with Miles. That's
Yeah. So that's basically what we do. So why don't we get into it?
Let's do it.
So the first one for this game week is Leicester versus Leeds.
Yeah.
Leicester are yet to play Burnley from the previous double game week, so we don't really have much to talk about there, and we covered it last week, so we'll probably leave it at that.
Yeah.
Other than Vardy may be fit in time for this game.
Please be a Vardy party.
Still not sure. I'm hoping it's a Daka party, which doesn't have the same ring, but I'm sure it can work. And then Leeds obviously lost 4-0 to Spurs.
Yeah.
Leeds also have a double this week with a game against Villa as well. So let's get straight into Leeds. What's going on there, boys?
Bielsa's gone, mate.
Oh shit! Did you hear about that?
Mutual
Bob?
agreement.
Yeah.
And bringing in
Tom
Jesse
was-
March.
Tom was the early mail on that. He heard it before it even got posted on
Really?
BBC and
I
Guardian.
know, mate. I've got my, fingers in all the pies.
Yeah, Northern Pies.
Direct phone line to Fabrizio Romano.
Sometimes
You know,
I wonder where all your
my hookup.
how many fingers you have.
Oh, look, a lot of them.
Yeah. You from Tasmania?
Yeah. Look, we won't get into my ancestral history just yet, but
Well,
yes.
let's do a little review of the game. I mean, they did have some close chances with Kosh off the post and Dallas missing a virtual fucking open goal
Oh my
chance.
God.
Dallas in the
dude.
third.
Yeah, dude. Dallas in the third. Bobby. Oh, I can't wait to talk about that too. All right. So, Bobby, just tell us about Dallas in the third.
We did our draft over Zoom, and let's just say I got hoeing into that fireball by myself.
Yeah,
at
that was
home
good.
before it even started, and I was flying.
Trying to emulate Vardy parties.
Yeah. Picked great for the starting. Vardy, Mane, great 2 pickups. Then I just blanked on the next 3. Just had to pull myself together.
What was it again? It was Dallas and
We could get it up, but it was just Dallas was the
Dallas was the big one.
It was just downhill from there.
The big difference was Dallas being an out of position player last
season,
season, and now then he was
and
put
Leeds
back
were
where
actually
he
good
belonged.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
they had their tailsman, which
Yeah. I know. Paddy
I know.
B. Paddy B in the first.
Yeah,
Look,
Jeez.
what, I think it was still fairly good.
You guys.
the fact that you've held on to him now, I think.
But there's also no other strikers, to be fair.
Oh, dude, I'm all over a bunch this week. Can't say I'm on the pod, guys. Sorry. No, I'm joking.
Mate,
I'll
other
bring them up.
people.
I'll bring them up. So anyway, yeah, Dallas. Yeah, really
Oh my
embarrassing.
God,
Missed
dude.
that open
Why did he
goal.
just fucking shoot?
I know.
So what was he waiting
I mean,
for?
look at the what was the mistake from
Lloris was like well out of his
it was
box.
Lloris again. Did you
Well
see
out.
Lloris? The highlights from Lloris's game last week. Like he's had like 3 weeks in a row now where he's made massive errors. Like 2 in
Led straight to goals.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
that led straight to goals in. Was it the United? game?
got-
Anyway,
we got-
I
I
can't
can't remember
remember.
who, but it was fucked. He's in like he's just lucky Leeds are so shit at the moment they can cover up for his.
Yeah,
But yeah, Dallas fucked. Rafinha off the post as well from a free kick. Man, he's going to be a bargain signing if they go down.
for
Rafinha.
Palace. Or,
Palace?
Yeah, well, mate,
dude, that'd
anyone.
be a fucking good signing.
Honestly,
for Palace.
anyone, dude.
That'd be a great signing. Actually,
But then
Palace would
do
be
you-
really good.
But then
But-
do you lose like Eze's pro? Not Eze, sorry, Elise's progress.
well,
Well, it depends
Okay,
if you're
so-
going to keep Zaha.
Well, we'll keep Zaha. Word on the street is basically we've got Elise for another season, so we might reduce.
Is he on loan?
Well, no, Elise we bought, but already he's got the eye of PSG. He's already got the eye of City.
He's
Arsenal.
spicy.
Yeah,
All right, wait.
spicy.
We'll get to him in a minute. We're going to have a real fun time talking about Palace tonight because we have a Palace expert and he's raring to go. Look at him. He's like, was that a Palace shot there? Anyway, so Leeds poor. I don't think we need to spend too much time on it. They do have a double game week. Guys, is there anyone you're looking at from Leeds? Even though that, like, with a double, do you think there's anyone other than Rafinha, obviously, that you would pick up?
I don't know. We've spoken about Rodrigo having a few flashes here and there, but no one's really standing out. The only promise for them is that they've got this double game week, which is not horrible fixture-wise. Then they've got Norwich, but then they've got Watford, Southampton, who are both teams that are in good form at the moment. And then, Wolves, Southampton, not Watford. Then they've got Watford. So their fixtures go up and down a bit, but their form is horrendous. So it depends if there's a new manager bounce, but not that excited by them.
Anyone for you, Bobs?
No.
I love it. Let's move straight into a prediction. We'll predict Leicester versus Leeds first. I just think there's going to be goals in this one. Leicester still haven't shored up their defense. So for me, maybe it's like
A draw?
no. Let's go Leicester. But there's going to be goals. I'm going with Leicester. We go with the majority. So you put in your vote. Who do you reckon is going to
So I
win?
just pick
You can pick Leicester, Leeds, or draw.
Leicester.
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 Okay.
Leicester majority.
And
Let's
then
do
for
it.
Leeds versus Aston Villa on the other side of the double,
Villa.
I'm going to say Villa.
Villa.
Yeah?
Villa.
Okay. Hito's plugging them in. All right. Let's move on. Next one we're talking about is Villa versus Southampton. Villa, and there are a couple double game weeks here. But yeah, we'll talk about how Villa went. So they lost. So they won 2-0 against Brighton. Good win there. Solid from them. And yeah, Southampton won 2-0 against Norwich. Now, Southampton also play Newcastle in the double game week, and Leeds also plays Aston Villa.
Yep.
So there's some interesting games in this mix here. But why don't we talk about that Villa game?
Yeah. My boy Watkins back in the goals finally, which was nice. After a 7-game goal drought. But boys, we got to talk about Matty Cash's strike. That fucking volley
Amazing.
outside the box.
I wet myself. It was such a good volley.
It was
Like
so
outside the
clean.
box, just fucking smacks it. It was beautiful.
So clean.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. And yeah, Watkins, I mean, all from that ball from Mings, which
I know.
is beautiful.
Huge lob through ball.
I mean, there must have been some luck in it, but you just look at those balls. They the defender kind of misjudged it.
Yeah.
It just kept floating a little, and obviously because the forwards carrying their momentum forward, he got lucky. So, but in that case, Watkins, he's such a good finisher on the run there, and under pressure too. Like there was an arm on his back, and he finishes weak foot across face of goal.
Yeah,
Nice.
clean.
It was good.
Definitely.
Liked it. I liked it a lot.
And then Ramsey, Coutinho, and McGinn all pretty involved in that game.
Coutinho, free kick, your boy.
Yeah, I picked up Coutinho.
You've got Coutinho?
Yeah,
Okay.
and-
Talk to me. How are you feeling about that pickup?
Oh, I loved it. Like it was
Definitely
him-
came out of the gates.
Was my options
hard.
him or Ericsson, or was that the week after that Ericsson came?
I think it was week. I think you got Coutinho pretty clean.
Yeah, and then I got
I think before
Diaz
the
and
rush
I
of
picked
the rush of
Diaz
players.
I picked up Diaz over Ericsson.
Yeah.
For that game.
Yeah.
Were you in last when you picked up Coutinho?
So, yeah,
Fuck,
so
dude.
I picked up a couple last. So I tanked. Strategically tanked.
You bastard.
And then
we call
no,
him
I didn't.
We call him Thomas the Tank Engine
I-
to
no,
get
I'm a tank.
Ronaldo. You missed this.
Oh, well,
So we got a new tanker.
he's
Bobby the Tank. Bobby the Tank Engine.
Bob Tank.
Bob Tank.
All
Love
right,
it.
tell us about what happened, Bobs.
So Coutinho's you're looking at these last couple of game weeks, and he's he's not blanked, but he hasn't picked up the points I would like. But his first,
No.
you go 6-13-6 and then 2-2-3. So, but he's always there or thereabouts. As you notice, that free kick was so close. I would have loved to seen it gone in.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
he was the pass to assist for Watkins, or was it Cash? I forget.
Um,
I think it was cash because the other one, the Mings one, was like a laser ball from the back.
Yeah, so I think it was
It was
the
for the
pass
cash goal.
Yeah, it was
pass
the
before the assist. Yeah.
pass. So he's thereabouts. So I'm thinking the next 10 games got a double game week coming up. I'm not moving on him.
Yeah, no, I value him.
You're looking
highly.
at that Leeds fixture for sure.
Oh, mate, I'm looking at it.
And you're
Right.
only encouraged by how close that free kick was. He's clearly on set piece duties and with good reason. Like, look at that fucking free kick. Like, the save was nuts.
The magician.
Sanchez or whatever.
Great save.
Fucking
Yeah.
awesome save. We'll come to him. But yeah, I think Coutinho is one really to think about. And I think he's really a standout in that team at the moment.
Yeah, and Villa's been like a bit up and down lately, so it's still riding the wave. But yeah, they're getting there. They're slowly getting there.
Yeah,
Okay, let's talk about Southampton. We've been loving Southampton at the moment. They're really just kind of consistent. You know, they won 2-0 against Norwich. Elyounoussi really lively again. Who scored that goal? Oh, it was Adams.
Che Adams, yeah.
Fuck, it was the dirty little, like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, like he fell over and then he like volleyed it into the roof of the net. It was fucking weird.
It was lovely work.
Classic
Lovely
like
work.
Norwich calamity, but like
But
they
he
were
is
dominant.
He has got some pretty consistent points at the moment. Have you got him up here?
Yeah, he's very in form at the moment. Good old Che is absolutely killing it. So he's definitely one of the probably strikers in form across the whole league, really.
Yeah, right.
He's got 3 goals in the last 4 games. And before that, it was 2 weeks blank and a goal before that. So it's pretty strong form for him.
Yeah, he's fire right now.
And their fixtures are really nice for the next little while.
Have you picked up any Southampton assets since they've been on their little streak?
I haven't, but I'm just liking, like, you know, they had 2 or 3 seasons where they were in a bit of a relegation battle, probably 2 more than 3. It's just good seeing them in the top half of the thing. I think their academy deserves it. The whole infrastructure's good.
And Ralph.
Yeah.
Hasenhüttl. How do you go wrong with a name like that? That's
German.
a manager's name.
Oh, man, you just want
Is he German or Austrian?
Aren't they the same? Didn't one guy prove that they were the same? I'm not going to say the guy's name. But we proved one guy was the same.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
He's Austrian.
Yeah, okay, he's Austrian. Anyway, so they've been pretty consistent there. What we haven't said is Romeo with a sexy volley there.
Oh,
Wow.
that was
Did he fucking get a hold of that?
Yeah,
Just
clean.
Like a laser, wasn't it? It was just like
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was a crisp click.
That was very
I love
crisp.
that. You can do that every time we talk about a goal. But okay, let's talk. Southampton here have a double game week. They have a pretty tasty one if you look at their form. They're playing Villa, as we know, but they're also playing Newcastle. Like, how valuable fucking Southampton players right now?
Yeah.
well, Newcastle ain't easy these days, boys. We'll get to them, but
No, they're
I know.
not as easy, but they're still
Leaking.
promising. And the fact that Southampton had 2 easier fixtures lately, like Everton and Norwich, to be fair, but back-to-back clean sheets is really strong. So, you know, there's a lot of options, I think, to pick up across their whole defensive back line.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that you got a double.
I grabbed Bednarek last week because I saw, decent fixture against Norwich, and then I saw this double, and I'm like, I've got to have a piece of that defense, and they're still available. That's the thing. Like, and they've been
I'm doing
pretty good.
I'm doing a transfer right now.
Oh, hello, Bobby. Get out of here.
But also across their midfields, everyone's been lively. Like Armstrong got a goal last week. He looked quite lively this week. Elyounoussi, we've called out last 3 games. He's not got any returns FPL wise, but very lively. I think you just got to take a punt if you got free spaces. I'm very, very bullish on Southampton.
Yeah, no, I'm completely behind you. In fact, why don't we just lead that straight into our predictions for this week?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Aston Villa versus Southampton. We'll do that first. This is probably the hardest one.
I think
to pick.
Southampton.
I think Southampton too, to be honest, because Villa have been so inconsistent.
They've been 2 up and down. For
Bobby,
me.
where are you at?
I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Yeah, something like that.
All right.
But we'll go to Southampton.
The
Obviously.
Southampton wins have it,
Yeah.
but don't worry. We've noted that you differed from us. Now let's
Noted down.
Let's talk.
Southampton, Newcastle?
Southampton, Newcastle's our next one.
Southampton.
Got to be Southampton.
I know
so.
Newey's on a bit of a run, but
I just think
me.
Southampton.
Southampton got their towels up.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, now final one is Leeds versus Aston Villa. Oh, we already did that.
Yeah, we went Villa.
I think we were smart.
100% on that.
All right, boys. Let's talk about the Chelsea. Burnley versus Chelsea. I don't like this fixture straight away.
So is there a chance that Chelsea could be bankrupt by the time they play?
Oh my god!
Because can we just get into that?
The for sale sign up?
Why not?
Let's get into it.
I don't-
Who owns your club now? A charity?
Dude, I don't even know, man. And then the other day they're saying a bunch of the members of that will step down for whatever reason. I mean, obviously because it's dodgy as fuck. But in the meantime, there's something new came out today saying that I think it said it was a spokesperson for Abramovich said that he is in talks trying to talk down Putin. That's what the spokesperson said. That's the latest.
Supposedly, didn't he help him in his rise to power or somehow?
Yeah, well,
I don't know enough. I
don't know a lot
honestly
either.
don't
I
know.
just saw that as a
He's the
headline.
most accidental billionaire ever. Go look at his story. It's hilarious. The guy was writing an article for a paper, and he was in the office when they were handing out the oil rights. And because he was someone's going to call me up and say this is wrong, but this is how I understand it.
Don't worry, we'll put Bobby's number at the end of the pod.
And he just randomly got placed on the list of people that could run oil companies because the guy who was in charge wanted a puppet, and he didn't turn into a puppet, did he? He turned into the main dude.
Shit.
So he's an accidental billionaire. The guy was just literally a
Wow.
reporter. Not a reporter,
my God.
yeah.
But he
Well,
was just a guy.
Self-made, though, that he
Yeah, he
fucking
took the
went in
opportunity,
himself,
didn't he?
Yeah.
But I don't know what's going to happen with that. That's scary and upsetting in so many ways, and we could get into that whole
Well,
side
let's
of
put some
things.
numbers on it, right?
Okay.
Chelsea owes Abramovich $2 billion, and the club's valued at $3 billion. So if someone wants to take it on, it's a $5 billion transaction. They've got to buy the club, and then they've got to service £2 billion pounds.
I heard that they were even talking to Americans trying to buy it, but I know this is all blue.
Glazier 2.0, mate. Glazier 2.0.
I don't-
What about Arsenal?
Join the party, mate. Arsenal, Liverpool.
It's all Yanks, mate. It's all Yanks.
I know. And it sucks because, Abramovich has been a good owner. I'm not saying
I'll
good
give you that.
person.
Well, it's because he was
But
funneling his own cash into transfers.
But also,
that's why they owe so much.
Washing money.
Yeah, laundering all the money.
I'm
but,
buying this player, guys.
It's like rush hour 2, isn't it?
But, you guys have to accept that this is not a good situation. So, anyway, it will be an upsetting in a way, but also, if he is found to be doing all the wrong things that people say he's doing.
Yeah, who fucking knows,
Then
man?
who
It's
wants
crazy
him?
times.
So, anyway,
We're not
let's
a political
talk
show.
football.
Let's talk footy.
Okay, Burnley drew 1-1 with Palace. I think, did we predict that?
No, I think we went to Palace for that one.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into it here, but yeah, it shouldn't have been.
Shouldn't have been 1-1. What? Whose way? Whose way would you to Palace?
Palace controlled
Burnley were not
60 to
lively,
70% of that game.
Yeah, no. And look, Lennon was pretty lively in that game. Obviously,
It was an own goal. It was an own goal.
Yeah, I know.
But he was he had a shot. I remember first half, he created the goal himself.
No. Lennon was good.
Last few
but
weeks, yeah. But they've not created as much as we'd seen them do when they won 3-0 just recently.
Tottenham, was
No.
it? Did they knock off Tottenham 3-0?
Yeah, I think it was Tottenham.
That was
Yeah,
amazing.
that was juicy. And Weghorst, look, I think he had a disallowed goal for offside or something.
Yes, yeah, he did.
But, he's still looking involved. I still like him as an asset. And I think that they're going to cause Chelsea some trouble because we haven't been solid and we're also not finishing well. So, why don't we quickly talk about Chelsea? They didn't play a Premier League game. They played the Cup final, the Carabao Cup final. One of the most frustrating games to watch. I didn't have the rights to watch it, so I watched it.
Can't stay on
extended
side
highlights.
and couldn't find the goal.
But the offsides were so tight.
Not all of them. There was
Well, there was like 6
There was
disallowed
the-
goals.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we're talking about 3 disallowed millimeter goals.
You take away the Lukaku's shoulder one was incredibly tight, but then there's a few others that were quite.
But you look at it and
No, I'm getting over it, to be honest. I'm
Yeah,
annoyed.
I know.
We're literally talking like
The shoulder thing.
like an
Yeah.
arm sleeve is over. The fucking
too much precision.
The sponsors' stitches are over. And
I
they're like,
know. You got to have slimline stitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's fucked.
I
That's
don't
the
think
hard
that's
thing.
football. I don't think that's football.
no.
No, I agree with that for sure. But, in saying that, I did like the look of Chelsea. They did lack,
yeah.
obviously, being on side and some finishing at times. But, geez, and I know I only saw the highlights, but when you're watching the highlights and it's just all one way, like there was like 3 highlights to many, many more Chelsea ones.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, wow, okay, they looked really up for that. So it's nice to see that fire behind Chelsea again. Hopefully they can pull it up against Burnley.
But that's what good teams do, eh?
Yeah.
In Liverpool. They keep him out.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think that, if they play like that, if they don't lose too much heart and they play like that each week, they're going to beat most teams. Like they were so lively. Having Mount back on the team
And
obviously
Reece
shows
James
that.
too.
Reece James.
Fuck. So that's a big thing. Reece James is back.
Yeah.
I'm playing footsies with someone
Hello.
under the table. And Ziyech's injury doesn't look as bad as first thought. So if he did get dropped, I would be looking to pounce on him.
And Chelsea fixtures are really tasty.
Oh, God, they're so
Burnley,
tasty.
Newcastle, Norwich, Brentford, Southampton.
That's Bobby's tasty
As
sounds over
tasty
there.
as some cheese and onion.
Yeah, look,
chippies.
it's a definite 9.2.
Oh, yeah.
And now Havertz played up front in this game, and I thought he, other than being offside a few times, he actually finished well and looked much more positive than Lukaku has.
And he's been preferred in like the Super Cup and stuff. Well, not Super Cup, the Club World Cup. And
Yeah, so I'd be thinking that maybe with Lukaku's current form, that Havertz could actually get a run. And I actually picked him up last week in preparation for the run of fixtures, and just hoping that he either plays on the wing or he plays up front, and might get a bit of action from the old Javi.
Where did you have Lukaku in the draft for you boys when you were going to pick him up?
Top 2. I mean,
You're a Chelsea boy.
but
I'm not asking.
yeah. No, okay.
You.
first round, he was going to go. I would have probably had him like 4th, maybe.
His goal scoring form.
Yeah, I know.
That's where I had him too. I had him like 4.
But at Chelsea, he doesn't score. Look at his background.
I know.
I know, but that was
At West Brom, when he was loaned out,
But
it was
it's
a
so hard
machine.
to know though. Like different manager, like
Yeah, you never
it's
know.
hard
What's
to
to
know. You were banking on a lot of question mark.
And we talked about this actually last week, and what we said was he's played 8 games with Chile and Reece James on the pitch. Only 8 games this whole season of 2 amazing wing backs who would be giving him a lot of service and also taking that burden off him. And Tuchel's been forced a lot of the time this season to play, even like Ziyech last week was playing right wing back.
Yeah.
You know, and not to say that he's not a good player of the ball in, like he is, but there is something different about having
It's a Zaha.
Chile
inverted.
and Reece James fucking
It's a little
crossing him in.
Zaha.
Oh,
It's
dude,
a little Essay.
dude,
A little Eze.
Look at him getting back to Palace again. This guy we're going to get there. We're going to get there. So, anyway, I think, the big talking points are Havertz, Ziyech, I think look interesting for Chelsea, especially along with their fixtures. Reece James is back. I would be very interested in him too. If someone's dropped him in the downtime, because he has been out for long enough.
Yeah.
That's probably about it for them. Let's get a prediction here, boys.
I'm going to go Chelsea.
Yeah.
I've got to go Chelsea, but
Chelsea.
I'm very scared of Burnley. I'm pretty sure they burnt us on the other side of this fixture, so
They do like taking down London teams, so
fuckers.
we'll see what happens.
All right, next one. Newcastle versus Brighton. And Newcastle have a double, as we said before. They're also playing Southampton.
Covered that game.
Yeah, boys. So 2-0. Newcastle won 2-0 against Brentford this game week just gone, and Brighton lost 2-0 against Aston Villa.
Yep.
Let's talk Newcastle, because they're actually exciting.
Mate, like, Wood was unlucky. Like, I know, I know,
well saved.
I know they're up 2-0. We can talk other goals, but Wood was unlucky.
Yeah.
I always get his name. Joey Linton.
Joe Linton.
Joe Linton was unlucky as well.
Yeah,
But he
look,
scored
but
too.
he ended up scoring a fucking bullet header. Like, it
Yeah.
was such a
But he
strong
had another
header.
couple opportunities.
Yeah, I know he did.
That
He
could have been-
always
that could
does,
have been-
though, dude.
That could have been 3-4-0.
Yeah, I
because
can
they had
see
the
that.
early red,
There was an early red,
which
yeah.
was, I don't like. It was a red, but something tells me that a red should have an element of malice in it. He was just like totally missed the ball.
Yeah.
and went overextended his leg, and he took out his ankle. So it was. Ugh.
It's hard when studs go into
Yeah, he stepped on his
like
leg.
that.
And that's the thing that when I watched it the first couple times, I was like, what the fuck? it's just a bit of a mixing up of legs. And then you see the foot land and you're like,
Not in control. Yeah,
yeah, like it's a red, but that sucks.
it does. It's just
like
one
the
of those
leg
ones.
was just in the wrong
Look,
place
they weren't
going to
fucking win anyway, right?
No,
So
no.
they're trash. But
in
Newcastle-
saying that, Fraser has looked good. Sorry, you were saying.
No, I was going to just say the same thing, man. Like 2 weeks in a row, he's the top 5 crossing charts in terms of Prem players, and he's pulling some hauls. Like, he's got 6 successful crosses this game week from 13. He's incredibly lively. Got the assist.
And now he's got Wood. And
Who-
he's a proven goal scorer. Like,
Yeah.
yes, he's taking a little bit of time to get
Yeah,
in,
a bit
but
rough this season.
but
I think-
still,
and
he's going to get some service.
And St. Maximin's out injured and they're still doing the job.
Yeah.
And he's a great service up front. So
Yeah.
Oh, well, who needs fucking Chris Wood up front when you got Scher? Boy, holding
yeah.
up the ball for Willock there.
Yeah, that was
What a fucking touch to keep
I
hold of
know,
that and
was
lay it off.
beautiful.
Jesus.
Yeah, and that was another one of my pickups, which I was pretty happy about with Willock. Yeah, he finished that very nicely.
He likes a
cool
little run of
finish.
form.
Yeah, cool finish.
loves
He
a
looks-
vein. Loves a vein.
He looks, he looks good. But yeah, Fraser is a big shout out and might be a little bit of a sleeper in some leagues. Like,
Yep.
and they've got a double.
They do
Newcastle.
have a double. Lots of incentive there for the second, like literally they got, Brighton, Southampton, Chelsea, Everton.
Sorry,
So-
Bobby's just over there eating his mic. I gotta love it. He loves his back, Jack. The double. No, it's a good run of fixtures for them, and I think with their run of form, you've got to expect that they're probably going to get some goals. While Southampton's a tough one, they have looked pretty good.
So yeah, Southampton's harder, but you never know. Like the fact that someone's got a double, it's just that opportunity, isn't it, of the extra minutes
Yeah, an
in a
extra
game
point.
week. Like if you got swing positions, which we always encourage to have, with someone you can bring in for that little run of form or fixtures, this is your time. So
Yeah, 100%. Well, yeah, I really back that. Is there anyone else from Newcastle you guys are looking at outside of Fraser and
well, I thought Joelinton's goal. He hasn't had a lot of goals, but it was a well taken goal. He's really playing well in that kind of number 10 role he's been moved back into.
would you pick him up for swap for Bamford?
Is he still is he a forward?
I don't know.
He probably is.
I think he is.
Look, to be honest, yeah, that's a different story. My love
Miles
affair
has
with
got-
Bamford,
Miles
but
has got, Wood.
I think it's an interesting option for the doubles.
I think if anyone hasn't got Target,
They're not going to be a lot of rotation.
then
Okay.
Johnson, yeah.
Now,
that's right.
Let's talk Brighton. Really nothing special this week. Dunk was back in the
They
squad.
do their classic, like they kind of like pop up and you notice them. You're like, oh, Brighton's looking good at the moment, and then before you know, like, oh yeah, Brighton are in the league. Forgot about them.
Yeah.
They like to do.
They
that.
do that. And look, they've had some pretty big injuries in their back line, and it's good signs to see Dunk back because they do base a lot of their kind of play off having solid defense.
Yeah.
So having Dunk back will be good, and he scores half their goals anyway. So
Look.
I think it's maybe a good sign. It's only his first game back after a little while, so
They've got a tough run of fixtures too.
And it's a typical mid-table team. They get up when they need to get up, get the points
Yeah,
to make sure they're going to get 40 points for the season. They're like Palace. We
Yep.
should have beat Burnley, bank the points. But we're mid-table. There's no pressure. So
yeah, it's kind of safety.
up, down.
Yeah, 100%. And for fantasy wise, I'm scared. Like Newcastle, then it's a double against Liverpool and Tottenham.
Yeah.
Then it's City. Then
Yeah.
you got Norwich. Then you got Arsenal. So there's not much hope in
You think
that run of
you
fixtures.
think these players
No.
would get up earning probably 60 grand a week? But hey, whatever.
no, who cares? Sanchez,
Mate, they're by
special
the
shout
beach.
out.
They're on the beach.
We shouted
They're on the
Sanchez out before.
cobblestones.
They're down on the pier. They're down on the pier.
Getting little stones between their toes.
What is it? Trash Mondays.
Trash Mondays.
Yeah, fuck.
Down in Brighton.
Yeah, my mate. I went there. I've been to Brighton. I've been out clubbing in Brighton.
Good club scene, eh?
Yeah, it was funny. Well, I had a mate who lived there for a year after school, and we went back there. I don't know why. Oh yeah,
He was fucking
went. I
obsessed.
forgot you
yeah,
went with
he was
me.
fucking obsessed.
Yeah,
with
but
that
it was
place, man.
It was sick fun. We had a great time.
Oh, he had
Trash
the- he
Mondays.
had the
Any
gross-
shout out to anyone listening too.
He had the grossest accent, our mate Crosby,
Oh,
who was
yeah.
there for a year.
Yeah, he came
What,
back
after he
terrible.
picked-
Yeah, he
picked
picked
it
up
up?
a hit,
It's so
English
bad.
accent. But it wasn't just like that it was bad. It was an English accent or anything. It was just a bad English accent.
Oof.
It was just
It's
like,
just like dropping in and out
Yeah.
certain words and
well, he's been
What
there
was
a
his-
while
what
now.
was
He's
his
back there.
favourite word?
Is he hanging out there still?
fuck.
Yeah, literally or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, it's
He loved literally.
fuck.
And I'm not doing it justice. Anyway, speaking of justice, let's talk predictions. I don't think that's
I
not even a good
think-
segue.
Justice
I
League.
think Newcastle will beat Brighton.
Come on, Superman. Tell me your prediction.
I predict Newcastle. I think Newcastle.
Yeah, Newey for me.
And we've already predicted the other one with Southampton. So
All right, let's get into Norwich versus Brentford.
do we have to?
Okay, we've got nothing to talk about. I mean, Norwich got beaten 2-0 standard. Brentford got beaten 2-0 standard. I think the only thing we have to say is here, this is probably a good game week for to
Brentford.
pick up one of these kind of form
Yeah.
players, maybe Pookie.
I think if there weren't 3 double game weeks,
Yeah,
like,
that's
for
the
teams,
thing.
you'd be jumping on the doubles instead of this one fixture. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I know, but like if you're looking for a forward, like Hito, you're saying you're struggling for a forward,
Yeah.
like Pookie is there.
Sooney's coming
This
back.
is a good fixture for him. He might get
Just
a
to
goal in this
see.
one, maybe just like to take a pot shot for 1 week if you had that opportunity and there
It's your
weren't
1
better
week.
option out there.
1 week opportunity.
But I'm
100%.
not saying it's a big one.
They're in
No.
a rut, Brentford.
And then, you know,
you can't.
Brentford are on a huge rut. I couldn't shout out one
Loss,
player.
loss, draw, loss. Nah. Come on.
I couldn't shout out one player from them.
Yeah.
So, and they got that early red, as
If
we
you're,
said
if you're
before.
holding, oh, fuck, I hope you're listening. Make some moves.
Make some moves.
Make
Why don't we
some
just get
moves.
straight into predicting this?
Fuck, draw. Like, we're gonna predict
nah, I'm
this
gonna go
boring-
Brentford.
as boring
I think
as
Brentford
it
will
Oh, I'm
is.
lift.
going Norwich.
Nah, Brentford's going to lift.
Okay, give me a quick like 10-second argument so I can choose which
Sergeant, dude. He's just coming in.
side. Sergeant.
Nah.
Well, who was our boy?
Tooney's back.
Who?
Tooney's coming
Norman.
back.
Norman.
Norman.
Is
Storman. Norman.
Norman
was our
playing?
favourite player.
Yeah, we loved him. He was our.
What,
he was
even
our
better
Ben.
than Tom Heaton.
Oh, dude. Well, Ben Mee was
We
the
have a
guy
player
last
of the
year.
season.
Ben Mee was
I've
our
never
player of the
forgiven
season.
Tim for that. Never.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ever.
no.
2 years in a row, that bloody
Fucking drafted Tom.
I think I got him the next
Bastard.
one after that.
Runs in the weight genes.
He's a good keeper. All
I
right.
think Brentford are no, they're pretty
Who
determined.
are you going with?
Brentford.
You bastard.
2-1, mate.
Feel betrayed. All right, let's talk Wolves versus Palace. Ooh,
Yay.
Sorry, we're getting there, mate. We've got one team ahead of them.
Okay, so Wolves have a double this game week. They're also playing Watford. They're both home games. Wolves lost 1-0 against West Ham, which looked like quite a good game there.
Yeah, it was pretty
And
entertaining.
then and then Palace drew 1-1 with Burnley. So we'll get back to your distaste in one moment. We'll have a quick chat about Wolves. Now, we've been pretty excited about Wolves on this podcast lately, Bobs. Safe to say they've got some really good fixtures. This is a good double for them. Now, Bobby, you might disagree because you're a Palace fan, but I think like they're a very solid team right now, and this is like they've got good fixtures after the double as well.
They've got really nice fixtures.
So they got the double as Palace versus Watford. So you got to look at that as opportunity, regardless.
Then you got 2 of the best fixtures you could ask for: Everton and Leeds.
yeah, I know.
Then
It's-
Villa, then Newcastle.
Fuck,
It's
a crazy
Kilman.
run.
Oh, Kilman. I'm
They're
playing.
only conceding like 1 goal most games, and then every now and again 2 goals.
Yeah.
It's been a little while since the clean sheets have been there, but they're so solid against those weaker teams. You got to take a punt with the Wolves defender, especially with the double.
I'd agree.
And they had a lot of rotation this week. So like Jimenez, Nito, Podence, there's a lot of bench kind of rotation there. So I don't know why he did that for this game because it's fucking West Ham
Yeah, look,
and they're in okay form, but
I don't know
that
why.
really backfired on them this week.
I'd agree with that too. And look, I think Huang has had 2 starts in a row now. Huang He-Chan, that's his name? He's had 2 starts in a row. I mean, he's had some opportunities, he's missed them. But like, if you're looking at this fixture and you're looking for like a forward that might not be in someone's teams and taking a pot shot, I don't mind it.
What? Huang?
Huang He-Chan.
Mate, if he's available in your bloody league, get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not even an option.
Yeah. Oh, Bobby's really backing you there.
I'm passionate.
He's
yeah.
passionate. Oh, he's passionate.
We know what trade
I
he's
like it.
working
I
on
like
this
it a
week.
lot.
But even if they're, sometimes when you look at the double, even if, and they're good fixtures, even if they play one, you've got a player with a one good fixture. Why he spilled drink all over his laptop.
That seltzer and your laptop do not get along, eh?
It's cursed.
Think about it. It's an apple as well. You can make seltzers out of apple.
There you go.
Dude, I did some nasty shit to the spreadsheet then. I was just like,
Oh my God. It's been
Nasty
wiped.
shit to the print. Don't you post Pornhub in our spreadsheet. Don't you sully our spreadsheet.
I
That's
literally
already in
went
our
to
bookmarks
pour
anyway.
seltzer in my drink, and it's right next to my drink's right next to my computer. It misses the drink completely and just goes on my laptop. And the seltzer again. What the fuck?
Apple.
Anyway, I don't want to talk about it.
craves it.
All right, let's go back. So obviously Wolves' assets are good. I would back anyone on their defense. 8 Nori maybe is a little outsider chance there for some clean sheets across these good
And
fixtures.
Tomato's injured at the moment too, so you might pick up someone else.
Exactly. So yeah, looking good. And Neto is back and some good fixtures there. Now, can we draw this out any longer, or do we let Bobby talk about Palace?
I think we should move on to the next team.
Yeah, I don't think we need to talk
Don't
about
you
Palace.
dare.
All right,
Come on,
Palace, Bobby, let's talk. How was the game?
So first half, I was so excited and happy. I was watching it the next morning. I was like, we're on for 2-3-0 here. We were absolutely flying. Elise's assist, that was just like watching a young Zaha.
Oh,
It was seriously like watching a young Zaha.
can I just say that I've been shouting him out? Well, I mean, I've been shouting him for a little while. I've been noticing him, but when I watched him play Chelsea, I was like, oh, he's got something.
Oofed.
And he didn't do anything in that game, but he was so electric and just looked up for anything. And I was like, oh, fuck, he's confident. Something could happen from him. And now this is the next week since then.
Yeah.
Straight into an assist. And I'd back him for more in the next couple of game weeks.
If you look at the bonus point system, Elise 30 points, Schlopp 22, their best 16. Pope, their keeper. So
Yeah.
that tells it all, doesn't it?
No, I'd
Really?
agree.
So, yeah, look, love him, love our. Look, I don't want to get into the whole season of this, but how many games and points have Palace dropped in the last 5 minutes? Injury time, red time, own goals, all that. We could be with West Ham. I'm not joking. Like, I know everyone's but,
I like that.
but we
That's a
could, no, okay,
statement.
maybe not West Ham. That's 15 points. We could be up with Wolves at 40. I think we've dropped 9 to 12 solid points.
Do you think it's
You're the
still just
Brighton
like-
of last year.
Yeah.
Remember it was Brighton? Every fucking time it was like, oh, Brighton looking good. They're going to win this game. And then they drop it to a draw
94.
every fucking time.
Mate, it was-
Do you think it's like first season?
Patrick Vieira
Kind of like
transitioning?
still not quite
Are you happy with
getting
it?
it.
Oh, love him.
I like him too.
Love it. Love the football because
It's refreshing.
So the Palace of old, late 90s and that, we were, we loved to play a bit of free flowing football. We loved to attack. Everything was, not everything, sorry. We're playing championship up and down like a yo-yo. But it was still an entertaining game to go to watch at Selhurst Park.
Yeah.
Then, you get up into the Premier League and you just want to stay up. So you get your Pulisic, your Tony Pulis's in and your Sam Allardyce's in and then you
boy.
And then you're like, boy.
I know.
And, it served a purpose, but it was tough watching under those.
Start questioning
No, that
how much
was-
do I want to be in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And they did have some good years amongst there. There was a good year with Pulis.
Yeah, we
but
finished
but it
8th or
wasn't
9th or
wasn't exciting
Nah,
football.
but
and
this
that's what
year, it's been amazing. It's been like we've got, Eze hasn't played because he got injured, but he's
back.
He's back. We've got Elise, we've got Edouard. Zaha is playing much more direct. He's running much more at the key central defenders. He's not like in the past, he would take him out wide to make sure our defense and that could settle and then cross it in. Now he's just running direct at him and creating much more opportunities.
Which is exactly what he's amazing at.
That's what he was.
That's what he should be doing.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing. And
We had that chance this week. He ran out and made space for himself down at a weird angle and somehow just missed the post.
Yeah, I know. He's a class player. And if he's given that ability to go be that direct, he's capable of a lot. So
what's let us down, in my opinion, is, and no disrespect to our defenders, there's a couple coming on, but Ward's 34-ish.
Yeah.
And a bit slower, being a stalwart and an absolute champion of a clubman. But, we need to find some more central defenders just to keep it up. But
so who is in central defense for the majority? Is it Gahey?
yes, so Gay's young, so he's going to make a couple of mistakes. And Ward
ex-Chelsea
covered,
boy.
Yeah, Ward covers on the other side, and then you got Anderson,
Anderson,
which
that's
is
what I was thinking of.
young
Fulham.
again, and and Mitchell. So look, and you got Kyoto, but he plays more. Kyoto plays more of a holding mid position, even though he's
100%.
Defender. Look, and then you speak to the fans like, we've got to bring Benteke back, but they were going to prior him like last season. I was like, you can't just chop and change just because we missed a few headers, and all of a sudden you want bloody.
Benteke's for you though. He looks like legit. Fucking starts banking in a few headers. You're like, oh, hello.
But that's all he's got,
And then
he hasn't got a foot. Like, who the hell bases their whole career on a header?
But then he still misses. Then he'll miss the headers next week, and you're like, I thought you were meant to be good at that
Remember
part.
when he was at Villa, he fucking did have a foot. I remember him scoring some great goals at Villa, and then he went to Liverpool and they fucked him up.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
But yeah, what about? I got a quick question about
hang on.
Edouard. Do you think he's a good one for next season?
Yeah,
Just
I
first
do.
season, like adapting to the Prem. Coming from Scottish Premiership. He's got 6 goals, 4 assists.
Yeah, that's not a bad return for what we paid and his time. Look, he's we've got Mateta. Sorry for my pronunciation, Mateta. Who do we get him off?
Was it like Leipzig? I think.
Yeah, Leipzig.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Leipzig.
Lille.
Oh, Lille.
Was it a French club?
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
Salzburg.
Anyway, he's
Sorry,
Red Bull guys.
Yeah.
he's decent.
Look,
I've liked the look of him too
We've got-
lately.
we've got a lot of players that are their first, second year, another year under Patrick. I'm really bullish next year. I'm looking top 8 finish.
Oh baby,
I don't want Europe. No one in my club wants Europe.
No,
we don't want the
no,
distraction.
you don't need that. So
We just want
I
to bank
think
another Prem League, build that main stadium, and start.
They kind of need. Yeah, they need those guys to get a bit more experience, and if they sign a good replacement for Ward
and
something.
holding mid.
Yeah, holding mid. That was the other thing I was thinking. You know what
Milivojevic
you guys should get
hanging around.
Kuyate. The Everton guy, right?
Yeah,
That would be a good
Doucouré.
sign. Oh, Doucouré, that's what I was
Box to
thinking.
box.
I'll take
Dude,
Decore.
yeah, Miles reckons he's the best box-to-box midfielder in the world right now.
Top 5.
Top 5, that's what he always
box-to-box
says.
midfielders.
Hey, it's
Anyway,
top of the league. You've got to
Boys,
listen to some
we
things.
we better fucking predict this.
Hold up.
'cause-
Hold
Bobby ain't
up.
done.
I just want to look my Chelsea fan across the thing.
There you go.
We get Gallagher next year. You just agreed to Deacon Rice. You got Patrick in Gallagher's ear. I know Gallagher's a diehard blue, but if he's in his ear, you're telling him you're not going to play next year. You're going to go there, sit on the bench, or you can come to Selhurst Park and be a god, be a hero to the Homestale crew.
I agree with that. Like, I see that happening. I just hate to see him go because
Your club's notorious for it.
I know, dude. So I'm like, I don't want to see it happen again. I've seen De Bruyne's leave. I've seen Salah's leave. I've seen Lukaku's
Did you not hear, dude? They've got to pay $2 billion back.
Oh my
Got to make the
God.
money back.
Well, he's worth that much. Palace have got that money.
Sell the whole club.
Here's my 30 mil.
yeah.
But I think he's
My
too
20
similar
bucks.
to Mount to fit into your team.
Now
to
I
play
agree
both
with
of them.
that. I think he is.
Can't play him and Mount
But
behind.
you got
And then they've already got the problem
also
with-
coming in. Do you hear that rumor?
Yeah, but he's deeper.
But he's yeah.
But you got so many mids.
Yeah, but we need someone to replace kind of, I guess, Kante's not like out, but he's pretty injury prone. Like, we can't rely on him too much anymore.
For a guy who never got injured, now all of a sudden he's getting injured all the
Yeah,
time.
well, he's getting older.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay,
move on.
predict. Let's go. Wolves versus Palace. Bobby, we know
Palace.
who you're with. Bobby's going to be upset with me.
Yeah, I'll probably be upset with the both of you. I can see heat on trying to be nice to me right now.
I like
Umming and ahhing. How could I break Robert's poor heart?
I was thinking maybe draw.
I'm going Wolves.
But yeah. If I have to swing my, I'll go Wolves. Sorry, Bobs.
Oh, gee.
All right, Wolves versus Watford. Wolves.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watford, what a...
Yeah. Good double.
Okay, now carrying on, Liverpool versus West Ham is our next one here. Liverpool, as we know, played Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. Couldn't manage to get a goal against them.
1-11-10 though.
Yeah. Oh, fucking pen shootout. Big boys.
Keepers even score, mate, you know?
And then West Ham won 1-0 against Wolves, as we said. So, I mean, Liverpool, kind of surprising that they didn't manage goals because they're very capable.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought, obviously Chelsea are a really tough team to play. The way you guys play, you don't play to like, oh, we've got our own philosophy. We'll just
Oh,
smash
stop
it out.
it. Oh, stop it, Hito.
They
Oh,
are.
God,
Like, and then
plays a
Mendy,
tactician.
Mendy's probably one of the best keepers in the world this season.
Tuchel's
how good is he?
Tuchel's a
It's
tactician.
insane.
He'll change his style
And
to
the-
the thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
He won't be like
100%.
Pep and just be like, let's just see what happens. We'll go
Or
guns
Klopp,
blazing
which is
and
like
see
a
who
set
comes out of
style.
it. Yeah. And he's really strong with that. Obviously,
Love that
doesn't
inside eight
doesn't
team.
know how to
Yeah.
rotate keepers though. But the rest of his tactics are pretty good. But yeah, obviously we're in probably our best form we've been in a little while. We're like unbeaten. I think in a year we've only lost 2 games or something like that. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
So
I had no idea.
this is the time I think you want to verse West Ham because they've not been that great. I think, all Liverpool assets obviously still super strong. Jota's back from injury. Diaz is looking really good. He's slotted in a lot quicker than a lot of people thought. There might be a little bit of rotation because there's also FA Cup games this week,
Yeah.
which we haven't called out just yet. So might be a bit of rotation, but I think Liverpool assets are still
That was
strong-
lovely.
strong
That
as
was
always.
very succinct, Thomas. All right.
Thank you.
I'm happy to move on to West Ham now. West Ham won 1-0. There were some good chances from Antonio, Cresswell, and Rice in that first half. Rice spanking that one past the post. Oh, my God.
He cracked the
I
post.
know. It was stupid.
Jesus.
Suchek ending up getting the tap in off, I think it was an Antonio cutback. Yeah, with that assist. And what the fuck? How does that animal abuser get back in the starting 11?
Fucking zoom.
Zoom's been back the last 2 games. And you know what I hate? He's a fucking pickup.
We need to get Peter down to the Olympic Stadium fucking protesting.
Who's Peter?
You know, like the animal rights.
People,
I thought-
people.
I was thinking like a guy called Peter. that we
Yeah, I
knew.
thought Peter's from
Peter's in
Southampton.
there.
Peter's
He works
from
for them. He's the-
Southampton or something. And then I was like,
Yeah, it's named after Peter.
He's the general manager.
Pete. They call him Pete. Or her Pete.
Her Pete.
Could be anyone.
Who knows?
Anyway, that's pretty fucked up. But yeah, I mean, he's a sneaky one. He got bonus this week and a clean sheet, like 2 bonus.
Yeah.
He's got 2 decent weeks now in points, Zoomer, and I know he's available in our league because I think we all thought the Greenwood effect was going to happen with him.
how appropriate do we have to be on this pod? Because it was
Mildly.
Mate, we spoke about our explicit rating. That we
Yeah,
set
we
each
do.
week.
The
So
language is
go for
fine.
it.
I just thought, if you can kick him that well, he should be in the team, you know?
Oh, God. Bobby. All right.
That's why.
No, that was disgusting.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why you have your goalkeepers take the goal kicks. Unlike us when we're playing like under 12s, and it's like the defender comes back and takes the goal kick.
Yeah, yeah.
Because for some reason you got to put the goalie in the goal just in case. It
Oh,
only goes 2
God.
meters.
Fucking hell.
It's the wind.
All
It's
right.
the wind.
Why don't we predict this one? I think it'll be an interesting game, but West Ham haven't been the same lately.
I got to go, my boys, Liverpool.
Yeah, look, I'm going to live. They're
It's
just-
too important for him, Liverpool.
Yeah, I'd agree.
They've got a Man City coming up in a couple of weeks. They win that, they're top of the league.
I like
they're just going to They're just going
Ooh.
to smash clubs now.
I like that we've got a little bit of a race on now.
We're back, Jack,
Spicy,
in the
man.
Premier
Fuck,
League.
if we go
Fuck, I love
equal up until us versing each other, it's gonna be spicy.
Well, equal results.
yeah, like we
Yeah.
keep winning.
Yeah,
We're only
but
3
'cause you-
behind 'em.
Yeah, I know, but you've got the massive goal. You've got after that 6-0
Yeah.
win or whatever you did the other week.
Yeah, but yeah,
you're
we'll be
4 points ahead. aren't
And
you?
yeah,
I
we'll
know
only
that-
be 3 points behind if we
I know
win
this
every
is
game.
wishful thinking, but like, if you beat them and we keep it up, it's top.
we being Chelsea.
we being Chelsea, we're in that mix.
I did have
In
a
the
quick
title.
butchers. I did have a quick butchers.
Don't
so
raise your eyebrows at me.
You're like 7 behind
It's
us.
10 points. It's tough.
It's not 10.
Well,
Behind
it's-
City.
No, behind Liverpool.
But we're
no.
also down a I'll take another bevy.
Yeah.
civil play.
But we're also down 1 game. So we're behind.
you're down. Oh,
we're,
wow.
we're behind on games.
Oh,
So it's a little closer than we thought. But anyway, I think we should move on. We've got our
Please.
prediction. Let's keep this one short, boys.
freaking.
We've got Watford versus
Watford,
Arsenal, and Watford have a double. They're playing Wolves as well. Now, Watford drew 0-0 against United, which you have to say, like,
one of those offsides by the sleeve of his shirt from Ronaldo.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, mate.
and like they just lacked. I mean, they had heaps of opportunities, United, but
Oh my god, so many opportunities. Fucking hell.
but yeah,
It's
like
endless, dude.
So, I mean, Watford just seemed to weather the storm, though. And, I mean, they weren't necessarily good, but they survived.
Woi.
Am I
Somehow.
backing any of their players for their double game week? Dennis is the
No.
only one comes to mind.
Yeah.
It's not a good double for them. Arsenal are fairly good lately. Watford, Wolves are strong.
That's not a strong.
So, yeah, I think we can happily move on to talking about Arsenal now.
Yeah.
Arsenal didn't play this week, so we don't have any new information to go off there other than just talking about the fixture itself. Martinelli has been out injured. He is back and in my team.
Well, he was suspended.
Yeah.
But now Smitty Rose got an illness. He's back, but now has an illness, so that's positive for Martinelli. Really hard to know if they're both fit what they're going to do there because they seem to be in competition.
Yeah, they are in competition,
Yeah.
but they're both in some decent form lately. And I think Smitty Rose, one of those top scoring midfielders this season.
And even like Pepe looks a little bit back in favour again. He came back and scored a really nice goal recently. So, yeah, there's some options there in Arsenal, and we know their defence has been fairly promising all season. So,
yeah. I think this is a good fixture for their defence. No changes. All right, why don't we predict this double? Watford versus Arsenal first. Arsenal. Wolves versus Watford. Wolves. I think we've already said that. Okay, let's talk about the derby. I didn't even realise we had a derby. City versus United. City won 1-0 against Everton. Not super impressive from them.
They got that goal from a guy basically tripping over his leg and not being able to kick the ball. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Who was it?
It was Keane.
Keane.
I think Kenny or someone or who's the young defender they have?
It came off someone and then it came to Keane and then he couldn't even get his leg up.
He couldn't. It looked like he got caught. His stud got caught in some grass.
Yeah, it was weird.
It looks so...
Holgate, I think it was, poked the deflection. And they did well to hold out City. Like, they were really strong.
84th minute or something?
Yeah. There's a lot of... there's an article I briefly skimmed through that was about, like, Donny kind of pocketing KDB a lot of the game. But obviously, KDB had some good chances too. But, yeah, they did really well to hold out. But yeah, I'd expected more from them. I was banking on my City assets getting me some solid points. I was thinking like a 5-0.
Yeah, no, I think I was hoping for that. But they did look a little flat. I don't know if Frank's just had, an effect there. But Pickford does have 7 saves, in fairness.
They weren't all that.
Yeah.
I'll take Liverpool being the form team right now. Let's do it.
100%.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
Let's fucking do it. All right. Well, okay.
But what about that handball though? Did you guys say that already?
You know how hard it
We haven't
is
talked
to
about
pick between two northern clubs to try and think who you want to go for this in the Premier. It's just fucked.
I know. I don't like it. Well, I kind of want to go United. Like, I'm going for United just because Chelsea, it just brings City back closer to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Fuck yeah. Although I don't see Chelsea in it. But I don't want to talk about Chelsea more. Now I want to talk about United.
Okay.
Because there's a bit that went on in this game. So Ronnie, there was a 0-0 draw against Watford. Ronnie came off the post. There was a beautiful build-up from Fernandes for that chance. The Ronnie Elanga, Bruno one-on-one.
Bank on him.
And fuck, you would have banked on that. But
it was like a little back flick from Ronnie to...
I know, dude.
Ngala, who was like running through, lays it off.
Fucking Ngala, I think he looks so lively.
Yeah.
Like, he is the bright spark in that team at the moment. Like, you're watching that and you're just like, and is it a Ngala or a Langa?
Oh, Elanga, sorry, I think.
Sorry,
or
Elanga.
No, is it Elanga or Ngala?
I think it is Elanga. Anyway, so he's been kind of brought into the squad lately. He's pretty young, but fuck, he's so direct. He's making great runs and he's getting service.
Yeah.
And he just looks like he fits into the squad. And
2 goals in the last 7 games.
And I just feel like he's like on that brink of maybe going on a run. So for me, he is well and truly in my sights. I mean,
and he's got the, it's backed up by the stats too, because he's got like 1.29 XG over the last like 2 games. So he's definitely creating chances, likelihood of scoring. So if he keeps, I think he's going to keep his position, but maybe against City, I don't know what they're going to do. There might be some rotation there and want some older heads. Who knows? But
yeah, I think he's going to revert to the
good old staples.
Yeah,
staples. Game. Well, Sanchez was on the bench this week, so that's probably where that rotation
so was
not Sanchez. Sorry,
Rashi.
Sancho.
And Sancho.
Yeah, and Rashi. Well, Rashi's not good.
Rashi is rubbish. Rashi has been dropped by me.
Yeah.
Finally, only took all season. Good call.
Hey, mate, he's he's getting OBEs and humanitarian.
I know.
So not that that's a
And
bad
shoulder
thing.
surgeries.
Yeah, listen, I just look at United's squad and just go, they should be fighting for the
I know.
title, and they just been off the pace all year. You know,
I know.
Bugger 'em.
It's
There's some serious,
bugger 'em.
like, fucking poison running through that whole squad. Like,
How's
it's just not
I know. It's
it's
just
a
it
toxic
doesn't
club.
Look, yeah, it
Yeah.
just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look friendly there.
I just don't.
Although,
Even though Ronnie's done really well, I actually think they would have. I think the less spotlight just on one player in the squad, it's alienated Fernandez. Like you got Varane coming.
Ronnie, who was like 200. I mean, Fernando was like 200 points fantasy last year.
yeah, he was insane.
Insane.
You know, it's
But
pretty
also
funny.
hard because they don't have depth either because Cavani's fucking injured. So Ronnie's having to play every single game.
And he's not in
Yeah,
every
like-
single game at the moment. He
No.
shouldn't be. He shouldn't
Yeah,
be.
he shouldn't be, but he hasn't got the chance to
No,
rest.
and I mean Rashi's not in form either, and they have
Where's Martial? Gonski's as well.
gone.
Gonski's.
So look, it's not worked out for them this year. Although Ragnick is getting
Not that we're
pretty.
complaining that United are having a shit season. No.
Always happy about that.
We love it. But Ragnick,
put a big like card on that one.
yeah, Ragnick is getting pretty friendly with Ronnie.
Yeah,
Everyone's got to be friendly with Ronnie. It's his
calling
club.
calling him Chris. He's like, oh, Chris, came off the post. He's offside. Like,
I don't think he's ever
in the
been
post-
called Chris.
I
in his
know. I was
whole
like,
life.
this is interesting. I heard Chris, and I'm like, who is Chris? And I was like, oh, Cristiano. Anyway,
was trying to probably make up still from when he subbed him off a couple of game weeks ago. And he
yeah,
played just about that out.
that wasn't good.
Yeah,
All right, predict this. Predict City versus United. Talk to me.
got to be City.
Yeah, got to be City.
Whenever
Too
City
too
have
important.
not a great game,
Yeah.
they always come back firing.
I wouldn't be disappointed if United win.
I want United to win, but we'll
City
see.
just too important for City.
Yeah.
Not important enough for United.
Yeah. And Pog's looking good, by the way.
Yeah,
Miles
nice
called it
little
out a
flick
couple
on. Yeah,
weeks
nice
ago.
little- He's very
looking
forward.
very silky.
Last game, Tottenham versus Everton. Tottenham won 4-0 against Leeds,
Yeah.
just spanked them. And then Everton obviously lost 1-0 to City.
Yeah,
Let's talk Spurs. This was,
real roller coaster up and down in terms of how their performances are going.
yeah.
Beat City, lose to Burnley,
And then
spank Leeds.
I know.
like up and down.
I think they're just figuring it out under Conte.
Yeah,
I think next season they actually could be okay.
yeah.
I know Conte's a great manager.
It was as long as he's still there by the end of the season.
Yeah, and the other thing is, it doesn't really instill confidence in your squad when your manager comes out and says, "I shouldn't accept my salary for after a game."
Yeah,
like
Oh, really?
he came out and he's like, "No, if I did that, I wouldn't accept my salary." It's like,
if I have to go, I have to go.
Yeah,
It's,
it's
like,
like,
oh my god,
are you
dude.
already
It's when
out
they
the
lost
door?
last
Say
week?
that.
Oh, I missed that.
it was the
Yes.
biggest. It sounded defeatist. It was
Oh,
like,
wow.
It's like,
Yeah,
I feel like that's how everyone comes out of managing that squad. When they leave, they're just like, oh, man, I just
just
can't deal with these guys.
hamstrung, yeah.
I just can't deal with these
Yes.
fucking kids.
so who knows? If they can hold on to him for the rest of the season, give him the money he wants.
And,
They've got a
and
chance.
obviously
Levy's going to do that, eh?
transfers.
Levy's going to give him the money he wants.
Never know.
Yeah.
There had to be some guarantees there somehow. I don't know what he's got over unless he's got his kids and.
I think Kane's identified all the how much of a guarantee's worth to Levy. Like,
Yeah.
it's true.
All right, let's talk the game. So I'll roll through how these goals went down. Great wing back to wing back goal from Cess to Doherty. Sessegnon looking pretty good. He's been covering for Reguilon, I think.
Yeah.
And now as a Reguilon owner, I'm a little bit nervous seeing how nice he's playing.
Yeah,
Kulusevski in the goals again. Good run in off the right, finishes beautifully near post. It was, I don't know how he kept that. He kind of like dribbles through the defense.
and like does almost like the no touch, like it lets just
Yeah.
roll through someone.
Well, no, one of the
scoops
defenders
back up.
decided not to clear it or something.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. And then he just carries on and then finishes near post. Anyway, that was pretty nice and a good indicator of his form. Then following up that beautiful chip pass from Holberg
Yeah,
to Kane, and then Kane finishes like across the face of goal first time.
yeah,
That was
So-
nice.
yeah, so class.
And then the last one was this Kane to
ball.
Sonny. Oh my god, that ball
what
from
a
Kane.
ball.
Just put him in midfield. Fuck
How did
me.
he do that? I know. He's got a magic touch.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
there it is, baby.
That's definitely the sound it made. It was insane.
And then Sonny, Sonny does what Sonny
Yeah.
does. But look,
Sonny's their top scorer this year. Yeah. 138 points.
I definitely wanted more from him, but he's in the
I wanted
mix.
more from the whole squad. He's
Isn't
got
he one of
96
the-
point for Kane. He went first round. You got to take him as well. But
Well, you
Yeah.
can't not. But
Yeah.
what's Sonny on now? Like he's been injured a bit. But where
Like
does he
total points.
138
like where does he stand
138.
in the mix
what
overall or midfielders?
overall in terms of just forwards, mids?
He's
whatever?
in like the top 5 players.
Yeah,
oh,
he's
sorry.
just
Yeah,
fifth.
he's
He's
fifth.
fifth.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll
Yeah,
take that.
He's fifth.
Bowen's third.
Fucking Bowen. Anyway,
It's a defender's
Look-
It's a defender's dream up there at the moment.
I think
actually, it
I
really
think
is.
Sessegnon maybe has
I
slipped
like
through the
Doherty,
cracks.
man. Like
Doherty as
there's
well.
been a lot
I
of
rate
shit
Doherty.
talked about Emerson Royale at right wing back, and
Mm.
they've been calling for Doherty to come in. And the fact that he got a goal, I would be
And he
very
was
surprised if he's not playing.
very
against
lively.
Everton.
He was very lively.
I agree.
Yeah,
in and around the
Kulusevski is
box.
obviously kind of playing himself into being
can't drop him.
undroppable.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have said not
Yeah.
unplayable. But then you've also got who started in that? Oh fuck! I've just
What,
forgotten
up
who it
front
was.
or-
up front? It was Son, Kane, Kulusevski, and
Well, they're the kind of three.
Oh, they're the
playing
three,
like
and there
a
was the-
three tripod, and then it's
Yeah.
like Højbjerg and someone in mid.
Yeah.
with
So-
the wing backs.
any of those names are good names right now. I think Tottenham definitely have goals in them. Maybe they're inconsistent, but this is a good fixture for them. Everton
Yeah,
not playing that well. I mean, maybe we should transition now to them. They've done pretty well to keep City to what they did.
yeah. Pickford's double save was fucking juicy.
Picky was looking good.
Yeah,
What did you think, Bobs?
For a club that people would think were going to take the step up under Benitez, they're literally 1 point off relegation. That says it all, really, eh?
I mean,
Yeah.
and we were backing them. Like, we
Yeah,
said
that's
that.
right.
Like they
And they-
looked great for the first 5-6 games.
when they're playing that counter attack, I remember watching them against Manchester United early on in the season,
yeah.
and they looked so good. They were just like threatening on the counter. I was like, "Fuck Townsend, Doucouré." Like,
Dude, it all went to
Gray,
shit
all
when Doucouré
bombing
got
forward.
injured.
Yeah,
Doucouré got injured, and I was like, everyone was like, "Oh,
It's gone.
fuck, everything's gone." And then fucking,
that's what happens when you lose a top 5 box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Look, Everton assets here. Is there anything?
It's like Richarlison and maybe punting on DCL if
Yeah,
you've got him, but
Mate,
like I'm
bottom
not
table
super
clubs,
keen, man. Like,
bottom table clubs.
dude,
I'd agree.
Everton's fixtures, like they got Tottenham, then they got Wolves and Newcastle in a double. Like Wolves, I think they'll struggle against Newcastle. Who knows?
Struggle as well.
Then they got Watford at least, so they got okay.
They gotta
fixture
win that.
there. Then they got West Ham, then United. So not looking good. I'm more favouring Tottenham here. They've got a good run of fixtures too. So
And
I'm back in Tottenham.
it's going to be if they go down, they've just started Turf Moor development. They're going to have the biggest club in the championship.
Oh my god, so good. Have they? I
And a
didn't know
fucking-
that.
Mate, have you seen their new stadium?
They have to sell that. They have to
Oh,
sell their
really?
whole squad to fund it. They're basically building
Holy
over the
shit.
docks. They're like building over the water. Like it's crazy.
You're going to be able to see the water through part of the
Like the walkway.
water. Yeah, outdoor area. You can walk over the water.
Oh my god, Bobby
looks-
is like over here gesturing underwater. What underwater looks like, and it was like an interesting arm movement. I loved it.
It wasn't the fingers on the nose and the wavy finger on
Yeah.
the
It's
hand.
definitely like a
yeah, it was
all you people
interesting.
watching out there.
Yeah, I really wish I could describe it better. It looks like something
least-
he'd do on the dance floor. To be completely
At
honest,
least you know the water's
We're
down.
a pool, mate.
We know
We're a
it's down.
pool.
all right,
All the women look after me.
all right, boys. Let's round it up. Prediction:
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Clean
But
sweep.
Bobby, it has been a pleasure having you here,
Always, boys.
mate. So
Pleasure's
much
all
fun.
mine.
So much fun.
Thanks for giving us a Palace deep dive as well for our listeners out there.
I had hours.
Sure they
I
appreciate
had
it.
hours.
I know we had to cut him off. We had to
Yeah.
cut him off. Look, where are we at on the pod? We're over an hour now, so it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Look, yeah, Miles will be back next week, and I'm sure he'll have a listen to this, and we'll have.
He's got some news, so everyone tune in next week.
Yeah. Milesy apparently got some news, so I'm excited to hear what that is.
Oh, interesting.
All right,
Maybe he's given up golf. We'll get no more golf stories.
How good is that?
It's thrown in
Whenever
the clubs.
we usually start the pod with a little conversation, like, "Oh, boys, how you going? What
Oh, the
thing?"
weekend.
Yeah, and
Did
Miles
2
is
rounds
like,
on a
golf.
Sunday.
Yeah, he's like, "So this hole." I'm like, no one wants to listen to that fucking hole.
That was a good Miles
we have to
impersonation.
remind him
actually.
every week.
So this whole right.
This hole. It's not a golf podcast.